Hail, Thrand here.
Hail, this is Eldgrim.
And happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, definitely.
Now, it's turned into a holiday which is mostly about drinking and honoring the Irish and the Irish heritage more than anything else, more than religious aspects or anything what have you in that manner.
Although we understand a lot of people do celebrate St. Patrick's Day for religious reasons, so shout out to all of you as well.
Right.
It doesn't matter what you're celebrating for, we kind of like to celebrate for more of the excuse to drink.
The excuse to drink and show some of our Irish roots or heritage. Yeah.
Right, which is why we have the Dublin Seax from Medieval Shoppes here today.
We apologize, we didn't have an actual Gaelic or Irish or Irish weapon that we haven't tested yet. That's a real one, a traditional, true one. This is more of the Dublin Seax, which is based on the Viking colony, so to speak, or settlement in Ireland, and that's where they probably picked up the idea of using the Celtic knotwork or the old Gaelic knotwork in their own designs, their animal motifs and totem type stuff. And this blade's a good combination of, it's not a broken back sax, it's a double-edged sax, and it has the I guess the Celtic tradition there. You've got the
right.
Irish Celtic tradition right in that blade, so that's why it's called the Dublin Seax. It's a double-edged blade, it's very unique. Looking forward to trying that out.
Yes, we got our gel head here. Thrand's going to take a few whacks at it. I'd like to. Unfortunately, I have some injuries. I laid down a motorcycle and my hips got a little bit of road rash. Yeah, dirt bike. Laid down a dirt bike and got some road rash on my hips, and my legs are kind of injured, so I wouldn't get the right mechanics, and we don't want to do an injustice to this awesome blade. So
hence why we're also here with our Irish carball. We got our Bailey's Irish cream, and we've got our Guinness, and what we're going to do is we're going to drop this in there and slam it before it can curdle.
All right, ready?
Now.
Ah! Never gets old drinking.
You beat
these.
me. I think it curdled me in a wood, but too much from when we did it. But he beat me, but all. I still got my drought then.
It's all right. That was awesome.
A little bit of curdling though, but it was still fun.
Well, we always promise to drink with our
yeah.
fans on drinking holidays, so this is us having a drink with y'all. Let's get to it, Thrand, and let's hack this up.
Yeah, let's see what we can do with it. All right, we're here with the Dublin Seax. Like I said, it's got two edges. It's a very unique design. It's something that could have ran into in Dublin. They had a lot of hunting style knives. Some of them might have been double edged, a lot like a dirk or a dagger. So you've got that combination of a blade that has the Celtic knotwork, the Norse ideals. So this is like a perfect representation of Dublin, where you have the mix of the cultures. So anyway, let's go ahead and try this out. I'm going to start off by doing a cut on our analog ballistics gel head, which I've made extra tough, with the curved edge. See if we can hack into that skull. It's got a nice heft and weight to it, especially with the T-Cozy style Norse pommel or counterbalance, which is something you normally wouldn't see on one of these. It's very unusual. I mean, I know a lot of people say it's not too historical, but it gives a good balance as it feels good. So I like it. So let's see what it actually does. I'm going to aid a little weight in my blow. So. Ah! Ooh, we cleft into the skull. Didn't go clean through, but we got a nice cleave into the skull. I'm quite impressed with that. Better than I expected from a blade like this. Try the straight edge now, and I'll try coming down at a different angle. Ah!
Nice shot.
Whoa, got me right in the face. Looks like we went clean into the skull that time. That's impressive with such a small blade. More than I expected, truthfully. This is something you can use for hunting or utility as well, the size of it. They make it with a back, you can put your thumb against either side to use it as an actual blade that you push with if you're cutting or carving. Very excellent. I mean, y'all can see this, but that's directly into the skull. We've opened up the skull cap for that. Ah! Not as good as our
Not as good as the hacking or slashing
or
shots.
the Edinburgh, but we did pierce the skull. Actually,
oh yeah, you're right. The Edinburgh did great on that.
Yeah, it did not do the same, but that's a totally different shape, and it gets a lot wider, a lot faster, so it kind of makes sense why that would take place. Just wanted to try that out, see what would happen. Ah!
Nice!
Just opened it up in a new area, is what I did, and came right underneath. I'm not sure if that would have happened if it wasn't already damaged, but still, that's kind of impressive. I've got that stuck in there now. Well, I believe the Dublin Seax performed extremely well.
Yeah, I saw some really good cuts with that.
The first thrust of the skull wasn't very deep, but it's a very broad blade that it gets broad extremely quick, and it takes a lot of force to try to go through a real skull like that.
I agree.
It's like going through an actual skull. The second one actually pierced the skull and actually just separated the whole thing. It was beautiful. So that's why I just focused on the skull. We didn't actually have the jaw. We didn't have the arteries.
We really just didn't have anything in there that we normally have that would make it really exciting.
I'm going to be honest, this is something we used for St. Patrick's Day, and that's not our usual head. We can come back with one of the usuals later and try this out if you want. That was one I had actually made up because we were going to go out shooting earlier today, and I was going to actually like fire firearms at it.
Well,
so if you really want to care what it was made out of, so to speak.
If you really want to,
so that's the toughest head that I've had.
If you really want to do that, what you ought to do is come back with a really good head and have the Dublin Seax versus the Viking Seax.
Oh, most certainly, that would be a good
And then
one.
have the good head for that one, and then test
Oh yeah,
them both
we want to
on it.
also test this out for utility, like skinning, chopping small wood, carving, stuff like that as well, because a lot of people have been asking to see this specific blade do that. But I think it held up well. That's extremely hard head. We still made it through the skull. I think all those would be devastating to a person if they got hit with them. I think they would at least knock them silly or out if it didn't go completely through the skull. But that one, I mean, it was definitely all the way through. The man would have been unconscious instantly if he got cut into the skull like a cut did.
I mean, I agree. It's any one of the cuts that thing did was lethal, and so I mean.
Oh yeah.
It may not be exactly historically accurate in a lot of respects, but you know, it performs incredibly well.
Oh yeah, the blade could have existed.
It could have.
Yeah, it's very possible. I mean, I don't
It's
think we
possible.
found an actual find like it, but it's very possible.
Well, I mean, yeah, with the pommel and stuff, maybe that's a little bit of a modern flair, maybe.
But it's still nice.
It is. It's,
Yeah.
like I said, it adds a little extra weight.
It's like a combination of the Irish and the Viking or Saxon or Anglo and the old Germanic culture. You've got it all mixed into one here with your.
It's kind of the melting pot of Saxes.
Oh yeah, I love it. I think it's. I still think it's a nice weapon. It's a nice utility blade as well.
Well, it was
a nice heavy hunting knife, pretty much. In another respect.
It's a fine choice for a blade if you need one.
When you got both
utility.
choices, your straight edge, which I still want to try on some Gambison later when we do the Gambison video with all the different sharp blades and the daggers and so on. And then you've got the curved blades, so we can try them both with the same blade, same weight, and see how they perform.
Well, you
One
know,
performs differently against trying to cut through Gambison.
Yeah, well, you know, you can always subscribe to our channel down below, and you can get updates for all the new videos that come out. So that when we eventually test the Seax, the Viking Seax versus the Dublin Seax, you'll get an update notification in your email inbox that tells you that we're doing that video, and every other video we make subsequently. So definitely subscribe. Be sure you comment down below. Like this video and others that you view. Get the word out. Tell people to come out and check us out. Make sure you like our like page at Facebook. That's our like page is Thrand and Eldgrim's Well of Remembrance. Also, we have our closed group. That's
the Thrand YouTube Boat Crew. Just ask, and either one of us will allow you to join. We got lots of people there. All of them are armorers. They're historians from different time periods. They know everything about their time period, pretty much.
That's right.
They can actually give us information, sometimes we don't even know anything about.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
They'll like
so
give us
great
details
like
that we need to fill in pieces for our actual videos. Sometimes, like, oh wow, did you know this? And we'll
right,
look
yeah,
into it
so
and find
really
it. Sure enough,
people.
they're telling us the truth. That's actually something that's obscure, but it's there.
It's awesome. It's awesome to have a great collective of people like that in the boat crew. Also, you can help improve the content of our videos by donating at www.patreon.com/Thrand. And our PayPal ID is thrand@yahoo.com. You can send us an email message, tell us what you want to do with the funds.
Or it's actually the ID, so you can just use it to donate money directly
Right.
to PayPal, and maybe even leave a message what you'd like us to do with the money. That's what
Right,
we wanna
right. And then also, if you have any items or anything, be sure to let us know and send those our way. You can send us a message. You know, and we'll be sure to test your items out, whatever you make, whether it's armor, weapons, if you're a bowyer of some kind, you know, so it's a bow or anything like that at all. We'd be happy to
have
test
a company,
it.
a corporation that actually produces those type of historical products, and they're good, high quality products. Just let us know, and we'd love to test them out on our channel.
As you've seen,
show what they can do.
You know, every little bit helps to grow our channel, including the help from Medieval Shoppe. Don't forget about their special at Medieval Shoppe. That's the buy 2 blades, get one
free. And the way you do it is you go there, you put them in the shopping cart, the 2 that you want, 2 more expensive blades. The cheaper or more affordable blade, you just make a notation and use the code Thrand, or say that from the Thrand channel, or Thrand, however you want to mention us, recommended you and said that they would get 1 free blade. Put the more affordable blade in. It's actually cheaper than the other 2 blades, and you will get it for free. That's the way it works. You just go there, and he'll do it.
And I've heard people been hitting that like gangbusters.
Oh yeah, people have actually been ordering it, and your old Tim is extremely excited about it.
Right, so keep the orders coming in.
So far, he hasn't said there's a cutoff date yet. They probably will be. I don't think he's going to do it forever.
Get it while you can.
Yeah, get it while you can.
That's right. So thanks for watching YouTube channel Thrand. We'll be back with some more very soon, and farewell.
Farewell.
Well, that was the end of our gel head.
Yeah,
that was awesome. It just kind of fell to pieces right there at the end.